こ means for individuals who can't stand for themselves. Man, I promise I'm gonna do it. You don't know how much this means for individuals and their families, communities. So many injustices. But I'm not so articulate, so I'm gonna let somebody else do it. This is an amazing young lady. And without further ado, hey, Shaolin, go talk to these people real quick.
Hello, beautiful people. Black lives really matter, man. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Shaolin and I'm from London, and today I want to be discussing several topics with you that have affected my black experience. One, being a black woman in white spaces. Two, the killing of black men. And three, the black family. There are so many complex components to the oppression of black people, and I'd like to talk about my personal experiences. But as I speak to you, I know that these won't be unique. I am a British Caribbean. My mother is first generation British Jamaican. My father is a Guyanese American citizen. All my ancestors were imported from West Africa, I think. I can't say for certain where my roots are from. I can only trace my family back so far. They told me my blackness has been weaponized against me. But the trauma is transgenerational. Not just mentally, physically, and spiritually. In so many ways, being black is detrimental to our health. So let's talk about health. Healthcare disparities heighten disease in ethnic minorities of African descent. High blood pressure and diabetes are known as black diseases. Both my granny and my grandma both died legless and blind. And in the midst of a pandemic, disproportionately high people from the black community are dying, particularly our black men. 4 days after the Japanese government closed the borders and declared a state of emergency, my dad passed away in New Jersey. This is the first time I've ever announced it. He was a COVID-19 victim. At 4 a.m. with my best friend by my side, I got dressed up to watch his funeral broadcast on Facebook Live. It was surreal. It would have been his birthday 3 Fridays ago, and as I listened to songs that I'd written to him while he was in ICU, songs he'll never hear, I realised he'd never celebrate another birthday again, and that devastation has absolutely floored me. Now, while I can accept the fact that he's gone, I cannot accept the way that he was taken from me. He was a big, strong, healthy black man. He really had a good set of pipes on him. He could sing all the time. His voice was in across every room he entered. His laugh was his own vibration. He was joyful, he was generous with his time and his energy and his love. He was full of life. My father dedicated more than 30 years of his life to better his community. A specialist on the child protection team, he was saving vulnerable children from desperate and dismal living conditions across the state of New York and New Jersey. He was a health-conscious man. He had fantastic health insurance. But when he fell ill and he took himself to the best hospital in the ranking of the third best in the state, they sent him away and told him he had flu. And although he'd been tested for COVID-19, they failed to give him his results in time. Now, when the ambulance arrived to rush my father to hospital, they took him to a safety net hospital, one of those famous for being underfunded, one which is for people without healthcare. The same hospital that my auntie died in with negligence. This hospital was rated 248. 248. Research shows that in the US, in an emergency where paramedics take patients differs based on their race. Because of this fact, I have to wonder what would have happened had he been taken to a better hospital. Like so many others, the only pre-existing underlying condition that my father had was of being black, and that was his death sentence. My father died on the day of the highest recorded number of COVID deaths in the US. The system that was already biased and broken was oversaturated, and my father drowned in that chaos. The system he worked so hard for failed him. Out of respect to my father, my family, and the professionals, medical professionals that are working so hard on the front line right now, I will spare you the gruesome details of his passing, but I will summarise his experiences by quoting the penultimate words that I heard him say. With a newly acquired stutter stammering between laboured breaths, he told me, No one's coming to help me. They're treating me worse than a dog. You wouldn't treat a dog like this. I am so grateful that the last things that we ever said to each other were, I love you. The hidden truth about how we became the oppressed underclass, stolen people imported from looted lands. As my friend put it, we were only ever meant to be livestock. The system now in place wasn't meant for black people to win. We were never meant to succeed, but here we are now against all efforts, succeeding, living and thriving, and for some reason, there are people out there who are opposed to this. They are outraged by this. The cognitive dissonance, so many lies that brainwashed our nation for generations is sickening. And I wanted to know why, so I started to dig deeper. And what did I find? Let's talk about slave control. Divide and conquer because solidarity is power. Based on years of trial and error testing in the 17th century, slave owners were instructed on how to keep their slaves in order, and it was by destroying the black family, removing and breaking the patriarchs, segregating black communities, and pitting individuals against each other based on their age, their gender, their complexion, the goodness of their hair, their status, their education. Black on black crime is a direct consequence of this. This was created to create self-hatred and distrust between slaves with the intention of keeping us divided, to keep us hostage for the next 1,000 years. My heart hurts. This has trickled down into society today and has been maintained through institutional racism, restricted access to education, finances and healthcare. So many of us have fathers but not dads. So many of us are now simply fatherless, unfathomable to think that the black family was made to be broken, with police preying on the vulnerable. Those who have no clout are killed with no repercussions or justice. We were sold in markets and now we are counted as statistics, paid, never paid, just represented by pounds and dollar signs. The seeds of systemic racism that continue to oppress us were planted not just in our homes but in our fearful hearts. So, to pull the cotton we picked over our eyes so we cannot see the truth that could set us free, I keep reaching for more because knowledge is power. Those slave control tactics are still very much in place today. I know my back history, but there are so many things that I am now discovering that I didn't know. History that was purposely hidden from us, books that were burned, and the education systems that so many of us grew up in that are full of whitewashed literature and art, warped versions of history. And if we didn't know, how was anybody else meant to know? But now, in 2020, with 2020 vision, we are able to speak our truth. So, I know this is the time that we do this together as a marginalized minority group. We need everybody's help to make this right. I don't even like using the word ally because it implies that we are not on the same team. But the truth of the matter is that way of thinking only goes one way because I cannot turn off my blackness. I don't even think I'm an activist, I'm just fighting for what is so evidently right. Everyone in this community is getting empowered and enlightened. From my Japanese people, we need your help. Get educated, get to know, make sure your children know. We need your children to understand. So to end, I was asked why I'm marching today. I'm marching for freedom and equality. I'm marching for my dad. I'm marching for my mom. I'm marching for my family. I'm marching for my brothers, my sisters, my children. I'm marching for what's right for everyone. I'm marching for peace. I'm marching for power protection. To show love and solidarity with those who struggle with us and for those who speak up for us, amplifying melanated voices. Today we march in honour of our brothers and sisters who have violently and unjustly lost their fight for lives to police brutality and COVID-19. I'm marching because Black Lives Matter and they always fucking have. Yeah!
Thank you for sharing your narrative with us today. I'm pretty sure everybody has a COVID-19 story. Everybody has an experience. Everybody has a voice. And I'm so glad to see everybody out here peacefully, respecting and loving one another. Today we're going... Black Lives Matter! 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 You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.ちょっと日本語でもいいんですか？ほんまに心からありがとうございました。これは日本分かってるんですが、なんかこういう問題はみんなの問題だと思います。本当にありがとう。本当にありがとう。ほんまやで。